with hometown service always just a phone call away. Good luck, Bears, and remember, like a good neighbor, Baker Gardner is there. Give Baker Gardner and his staff a visit at 219 South Main Street in front of the post office, or give them a call at 270-526-5582. The pregame show is brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Easy to talk to, easy to trust. For all your banking needs, from checking accounts to loans, they have you covered. Let's go to the booth for a preview of tonight's game. Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community. And we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bears, from Morgantown Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Butler County Bears basketball here on 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ. Nick Hott, Coach Mark Allen on the call with you tonight. Soon to be joined by the Love Doctor, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Brady Jones will be here with us in just a moment. Bears at home tonight taking on Greene County from the
Greene County Dragons from Greensburg, Kentucky.
Greensburg. Enlighten me, Coach. Where is Greensburg, Kentucky? I don't know my geography that well.
Well, we actually have played them in football probably about a decade ago. It's 95 miles east of here.
Whew.
So it's a pretty good, I think you get on 65 North, jump off to Glasgow, get to Glasgow, keep going. But campus to campus, 95-mile drive.
95 miles into the eastern time zone from here. So they're going to have a heck of a bus ride home after this one. Probably the reason for the 30-minute push-up in our start tonight.
Yes, sir. And it looks like they brought a pretty good crowd tonight.
Yeah, they've brought quite a few for coming that far. We've got about 7 minutes to our starting five here. I got a few things we want to talk about in this Morgantown Bank and Trust pregame show tonight. Starting off with some statistical analysis of this season and some stat leaders that we currently have on our team right now. I'm going to start with Lawson Rice, currently 14th in the state for rebounds, 11.1 per game, only going up from there. Going to expect some big things out of him as we go down the stretch towards a little bit more district play and as we get closer to our regional district and regional tournaments. And then the man who made all the noise the other night, I went and did some research. You were right, Coach, about a lot of those numbers. He's not quite setting any records here, but he is currently leading some top 10 in the state here. Points per game right now, Ty Price is 6th in the state with 29.8 points per game.
Wow.
If you sort that by total points, he's actually 5th, but we have to get that per game average in there because not everybody's played the same number of games. But he's got 507 points on the season so far, 6th in the state with 29.8 per game. Then for three-pointers in a game, he currently sits at 4th place in the state with 3.9 per game.
Wow.
We saw that on display the other night against Grayson County. He was hitting them from almost half court the other night, Coach. When he gets on fire and starts pulling that trigger on those three-pointers, he nails them.
He sure does. He looked very comfortable, and that's the thing, just a sophomore. So
absolutely,
if he can stay healthy for the next 2 years
that's
and a half, there could be a lot of course, records are made to be broken, but
that's right.
Certainly that. But you know, Nick, it amazed me. I was just curious, and the all-time KHSAA stats, the way if you go to Kentucky boys records, it's amazing now. Of course, they have every category you can imagine.
Of course they do, yeah.
Just to get into career points scored in boys.
And like that's top 50 probably of all time.
You have to have a minimum of 3,000.
3,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the girls, I couldn't believe it. With the girls, it's a minimum of 2,000.
Good grief.
But I guess that goes back to I was curious because I mentioned the other night a young man by the name of Chris Bratcher. Chris had a 1990-91 season red hot, but where I was going was the three-point shot. The three-point shot in high school basketball was put in place in 1987-88.
Wow.
87-88. So that certainly has changed the game. But and then again, I guess it makes you. I did a little bit of digging. There's some Butler County alumni from the 50s and 60s and 70s that had a couple of 50-point nights. And but I would tie the sky's the limit. It wouldn't surprise me to see him do that on any given night.
Well, you mentioned it takes about 3,000 to break into that elite club of all-time scorers. Currently, Ty Price is sitting at 1,000 on his career from before the other night's game. And on Friday night, he crossed the 500 mark for the season. So he's sitting close to 1,500. Will be there by the end of this season.
Right.
And he's only a sophomore, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
He's got a shot at it if he can continue to improve over the next couple years and we see more games like we saw the other night. I got a chance to talk to Ty before the game started, or before they started warm-ups tonight, and I asked him, did you know you've hit 500 points? And he looked at me and goes, no, I've hit 1,000. I said, you're right, you've hit 1,000 on your career. You've hit 500 this season the other night. And he just looked at me dumbfounded for a second. He goes, I didn't know that. I said, well, now you do. Get out there and get up some more. 3.5 minutes until our starting lineups. And I want to talk a little bit before we go to a break and have a national anthem and that sort of thing about our Delta Faucet keys to the game. I don't know a ton about this Greene County squad, but I will tell you a big part of our defense has already been handled for us tonight. I've been informed that number 23, Hayden Blakeman, the lead scoring sophomore, is going to be out tonight. I believe that is him down here in one of these green hoodies that's on the court talking with the players. There's a couple players out tonight. Him, Jamison Hines, and Andrew Houck, Michael Lee, and Reed York all will not play or did not travel with the team tonight. So most of those guys are pretty far down in depth for him. However, Hayden Blakeman being out is going to be a big killer for him.
Oh, yeah, I saw where he not only leading scorer, but he's also the leading rebounder.
He's the lead rebounder, too, with 7.3 rebounds per game, 124 on the season.
Wow.
He normally averages 22.3 points per game. And to put that into perspective for you, Lawson Rice averages 19. Ty Price right now averages 29.8. So he falls in between Lawson Rice and Ty Price in scoring right now per game. And that's what they've lost out of their offense just for tonight against the Bears. Wow. So to me, tonight for the Bears, this is a matter of, number one, don't get too confident about that. You don't know how many shooters are sitting on that bench.
Right.
Just because they don't show up on the stat sheet just might mean they haven't had their night yet. So don't let tonight become it. Pay attention and don't take advantage of the fact or take it for granted that their lead scorer is out is number one. And number two, let's just keep playing our game. Get on the boards, get those rebounds, make opportunities, get Ty open, get Lawson Rice open, and get some of these others open. Luke Laughing, Trevor DeWeese, and Justin Caslin, they can hit threes when they get open. They're pretty aggressive on defense as well. Let's make some opportunities there.
Yes, sir.
Any others from you, Coach?
No, sir. No, that sounds good, Nick.
That's been our Delta Faucet Keys to the Game, brought to you by Delta, who has the keys to your successful career. Go to delta.com to apply and join Delta's winning team. We got about a minute and 15 seconds left until we get to our starting lineups. The Bears are finishing up shoot around. Greene County is already huddled up with their coach, having a quick conversation before this one gets going. And I imagine we are ready now for our national anthem. So we're going to take a quick break. Well, I would say we're going to take a quick break, but we've lost a little bit of our connection to the station here. It's going to get back with us here in just a moment. As soon as it does, we're going to take a quick break. If not, you'll hear some silence on the radio, but we will be right back with you in just a few moments. Greene County travels pretty well for a 90-minute ride on a school night.
Yes, sir.
I'm interested to see how that would work tomorrow morning. They probably got 50 to 75 fans here with us. Our student section's here strong as well. And, all right, looks like we're going to have our national anthem, so stay with us for just a few minutes. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community. And we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Has your car been damaged by a deer, ditch, or distracted driver? If so, Chad's Record Service and Body Shop can help get your car back on the road. The pros at Chad's are licensed and insured and will work with your insurance company to make your car like new again. Chad's also offers 24-hour record service, so when the unexpected happens, you won't be stranded on the side of the road. Call Chad's for a free estimate at 270-526-4005. And remember to request Chad's the next time you need a tow.
Parkway Cars and Tires offers the best prices and service on tires, brakes, and vehicles. Super low interest rates means lower monthly payments, warranties, and much more. Parkway also offers 2- and 4-wheel alignment. With over 30 years at the same location, you can visit them at 1774 South Main Street in Morgantown, online at parkwaycarsandtires.net, or give them a call at 526-5732.
The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time.
Welcome back, everybody. Butler County Bears against Greene County Dragons tonight here in the Bear Cave. Nick Hott and Mark Allen bringing you this one. And here come your starting lineups for Greene County. We've got number 3, Tanner Willis. Number 11, Houston Hodges. Number 12, Jaden Marr. Number 24, Kelson McKinney. And number 33, Cade Kessler. And for your Butler County Bears, a little bit different look tonight. We're going to go down the roster a bit to number 40, Carson Miller. Had some great minutes the other night against Grayson County. Not a lot of scoring for Carson, but a heck of a lot of defense.
Sure did. Did a great job on the boards.
Number 12. No, correction, number 32. I can't read from here. Trevor DeWeese. Number 11, sophomore, Justin Caslin. Number 24, the sophomore, Lawson Rice, lead rebounder for the Bears. And then number 2, your 507-point season scoring Ty Price, sophomore lead scorer for the Bears. Ty currently shooting 41%, Lawson Rice 61.7%. And looks like the Bears are ready here to tip off. 8 minutes on the clock in this first quarter.
17 games under their belt.
That's right.
Bears are 11-6. And
Greene County currently 8-9. All right, Lawson Rice here to tip this one off. And officiating crew is ready, gets over to Trevor DeWeese, and Ty Price controls it. Here we go. 7:57 on the clock. Score is 0-0 as Ty Price is outside on the right wing. He's getting a screen from Lawson. He's going to run with it. He's going up against number 12, Jaden Marr. Launches one just inside of three-point range. Ty Price will be on the board with 2. 7:40 on the clock. Looks like Houston Hodges is going to be bringing it across for the Dragons. Works it around over here to Jaden Marr, drives inside, fires one out to Tanner Willis. He drives back inside, gives it to Hodges for 2.
Nice move there.
Yes, it was. Price brings it across for the Bears, drives inside, kicks it back out to Caslin. He's going to drive baseline over to Carson Miller. He's open, gives it over here to Lawson Rice for 2. 4-2, Bears lead, 7:13 left to go. Hodges and McKinney going to bring it across for Greene County. McKinney over to Marr. Back outside to Willis on the left. Willis back up top now with Kessler. He throws it where he thought Marr was going to be, but it was a big empty space behind Justin Castle's back, and that's going to be out of bounds. Bears ball, 4-2, 6:57 left to go in the first. Ty Price has it on the inbound. Fires it over to DeWeese. DeWeese inside now to Rice, who's backing out of three-point range. Gets it now to Castlin for three off the back of the rim and out. And Trevor DeWeese has got it. Controls the rebound, gives it up top to Ty Price, who's back at the line. And by the line, I mean the half-court line. Fires it inside to Lawson Rice. A rare miss between those two, and the pass falls, goes into the hands of Tanner Willis. Still 4-2, 6:28 left to go. Marr outside now to McKinney. He's going to drive inside, has to give it over to Kessler. He's got nowhere to go. He steps and gets called.
Good defense by the Bears.
Carson Miller shaking everybody up underneath that basket. We might not call his name with points next to it a lot, but we're going to call his name a lot tonight. 6:12 now. Ty Price driving inside, gives it to Lawson Rice. Rice tips it back outside to Price. He's got some room at the baseline. He's going to drive inside, try to fire at Trevor DeWeese, and it is picked off by Hodges. Over to Willis. He's going to drive up to the free throw line. In and out, no good, cleaned up by Lawson Rice. 5:50 left on the clock, 4-2. Ahead to Price, he's got numbers and he's got it. 6-2, Bears up by 4 now with 5:40 left in this first quarter. Marr over to Hodges. Hodges is going to go inside now to McKinney. McKinney up top to Willis for three. No good. Cleaned up by Lawson Rice. 6-2. He gets it ahead to Ty Price, who's moving fast on the breakaway now. Ahead to Trevor DeWeese. Shot is up. No good. Recovered by Hodges for Greene County. They go back across. 5:14 left to go. 6-2 Bears lead. McKinney trying to get something different set up here. Gets it over to Marr for three. Swish. He's got it. 6-5 with 5 minutes left to go. Ty Price brings it across the timeline, beats a man, fires into the corner to Lawson Rice for three. In and out, no good. Cleaned up by Cade Kessler for the Dragons. They get it all the way down now to Willis, who's going to drive inside the lane, put one up, no good. Carson Miller on the rebound. Gets it ahead to Ty Price, 6-5, 4:40. Price drives baseline, fires it inside to Lawson Rice. Easy layup for two.
Assist by Price.
Down to Willis for three. He nails it. So that's a three for Willis and a three for Marr. 8-8. 4:23 left to go in this first quarter, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Gets it ahead now to Justin Caslin. Caslin slowing things down. Gets it outside the Lawson Price left wing. He sends Caslin inside, sends Price inside as well. Price comes all the way out to the corner with it off the top of the backboard. A rare miss by that much for him. McKinney now in the corner to Willis, back up to Hodges. Back up top to McKinney. He's trying to call something out. He's got a man open in three-point space, tries to get it to him. Jaden Marr didn't have a Bear within 10 feet of him, but he didn't catch that pass, and it went out of bounds. 8-8. Bears are going to take over with 3:54 left in this first quarter. Brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. So far, I don't want to jinx anybody, but there's been no fouls called either.
There has. Bishop and Ferguson check in for the Dragons. Bishop and Ferguson.
Bishop and Ferguson. Price brings it across.
And number 4.
Price almost loses it. McKinney tries to steal. Oh, no, and Ferguson does. Ferguson drives all the way down, gives it to McKinney for two. 3:33, 8-10, Bears down by 2. And here comes the love doctor. Lawson Rice drives up to the free throw at the elbow now, gives it outside to Trevor DeWeese. DeWeese up, back up top to Lawson Rice, fires one off from the elbow for two. Bounced straight up, but he got it in there. 3:12, 10-10. It's tied up here in the first. Welcome, Brady.
It's good to be here.
It's good to see you. How was archery?
It was fantastic. I see the game got started just a hair early.
Yeah, they bumped it up 30 minutes tonight because these folks got a 90-minute drive home. It's still 10-10 with 2:56 left to go. McKinney trying to find somebody open. Gets it over now to Bishop. Bishop back up top to McKinney. He still doesn't have anybody open. He's got somebody working their way to the outside, but he doesn't trust throwing a pass down there against Justin Caslin. Gets it now inside to Ferguson, who's going to turn and has nowhere to go is Carson Miller. He gets a man cutting back door. Carson Miller on the rebound. 2:35 left. Bears control it. 10-10. Still your score. Price brings it across the timeline. He's going to drive inside himself. Euro step, loses it, and it goes out of bounds.
Carson Miller, Mr. Defense.
I like the way he gets a rebound. He comes down with it, slams it into the floor so nobody else can get near it, and just stands over it.
Carson's going to sit down, and let's see, end of the game for the Bears is
Luke Laughing has come in.
Luke comes in.
McKinney down in the corner. Three-pointer from Jaden Marr. No good. Goes out of bounds. Going to be Butler County ball.
10-10 all tied. 2:13 left, first quarter of play.
Lawson Rice has it down in the corner. Gets it back up top to Trevor DeWeese. He's trying to make some room in the lane. Can't find it. Gives it in back up top to Lawson Rice. Over to Laughing. He tries to get up to Price. It is tipped out of bounds by Jaden Marr. And going to be Bears ball. Bryce going to check this one in with 2 minutes left. Still tied up at 10. Gives it into Lawson Rice at the half-court line. Rice gives it back to Price. Price trying to find some room here. He's going to fake a drive into the lane. One-handed, slings it over to Luke Laughing. It's tipped around and goes out of bounds. It's going to be the Dragons' ball. I brought you a beverage there.
I wondered who got this for me. I really appreciate that.
You are welcome. I figured you might be thirsty.
Marr
brings it across the line. Gives it down into the corner to Ferguson. Brings it back up top to McKinney. He drives inside, immediately covered up by the Bears. Tries to put one up anyway. No good. Cleaned up by number 5, who's in for the Dragons, Houchins, but he loses it to the Bears, and they're going to call Luke Laughing with a walk as he almost falls out of bounds with it. Minute and a half left to go. It's going to be Dragons ball, 10-10 in the first.
Hodges checks back in for the Dragons, and McKinney will take a seat. Take a little breather here.
They are cycling through players pretty quick, trying to find that hot hand. Gives it up top to Marr. He goes down now to 20. Bishop puts one up, no good. Off the body of Trevor DeWeese.
Over the back, number 5 for the Dragons. Picks up his first.
First foul of the game on Blake Houchins. DeWeese checks it in with 1:25 left to go. Into Price. Price brings it across the line. Outside to Trevor DeWeese. He's at the top of the key. Gives it over. Back to Price. They're just going to weave in and out. Try to break up this man-to-man defense a little bit. Price just going to drive in on his own. Put back by Lawson Rice. For 2. Rice with 8 already. 12-10. Bears break the ice here.
All of those field goals?
Every single, well, a couple of them are three-pointers. Lawson Rice cleans up the rebound on the shot by the Dragons. It was no good. Gets it down to Luke Laughing. He fires it outside of top Rice, left wing. He's just going to pull the trigger on a 3 off the front of the rim, and it bounces out. Scramble for the ball. And that's going to be Houchins that comes up with it. He gets it ahead now to Ferguson. Ferguson stuck, trapped off the top of the head of Lawson Rice. Somehow Houchins gets a hold of it again. Gets it outside to Marr for 3. No good. And back to Marr. Got his own rebound. Drives inside, shoots one up, layup. No good. Lots of contact, no calls. They get it outside to Ferguson, and it goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it is Dragons ball. 22 seconds left in this first quarter, which has gone by in a blink of an eye. Checking in now is number 3, Tanner Willis.
And Zach Ferguson takes a seat.
Willis gives it all the way down three-quarter court to Marr, who has to bring it back. 18 seconds left. They're going to be looking for something to go up by 1 before the quarter's over. He's going to go up to Marr. They're trying to get Marr open for a 3. They got 10 seconds to do it, and Lawson Rice is all over him out. He's going to drive inside. Instead, gets shot blocked by Luke Laughing. 3 seconds left to go. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Dragons ball. And here we go. 3.4 seconds left. 12-10. Bears up by 2. Ferguson gets it inside now to Hodges. He goes back to Ferguson for 3, or Bishop rather for 3. No good. It's going to end the quarter 12-10. Bears in the lead. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Bobby Smith and his staff at Farm Bureau stand by the sports teams of Butler County. If you're looking for a premium insurance quote for your vehicle, home, or life, check out the competitive and comprehensive rates Bobby Smith and Lily Moore. Their years in the business can help you have peace of mind when shopping around for the best rate for your family. Give Bobby a call at 270-526-3210 to see how he can protect you and your family.
Welcome back, everybody. 12-10, Bears lead by 2 against the Greene County Dragons. Right now, you got Lawson Rice with 8, Ty Price with 4, and then Jaden Marr has 3, Kelson McKinney with 2, Tanner Willis with 3, and Houston Hodges with 2.
Only one foul, man. One foul. Pretty amazing.
We keep that up, we'll be out of here before you know it. I think Coach probably told them on the way here, just don't foul anybody, and we'll try to get home before midnight. All right, Greene County will take possession here to start it off. Gets it over to McKinney in the backcourt. McKinney going to drive up inside now to the top of the key at least. Gets it over to Marr, and he's bumped by Caslin, who's going to get rung up for that one. I shouldn't have said anything, Coach. As soon as I said, hey, let's keep going with no fouls. Here we go, 7:51. We didn't even get through a full minute, or barely got through 10 seconds.
Caslin first, team first.
Inbound to McKinney. He's going to drive baseline, try to put up 2, and he's fouled hard by Trevor DeWeese on the block. Let's see if he calls him or Caslin. Nope, it's DeWeese. So his first, team second. Still 12-10, 7:48 left to go. We've had 2 fouls in 12 seconds, and that's going to send McKinney to the line for 2. First shot up, no good. Second shot is up and in. 7:48, it's now 12-11. DeWeese taking a seat, and who is that? Keegan Grubb comes on in.
Keegan Grubb.
Ty Price gets a screen from Luke Laffin. Just going to fire a three-pointer and nails it.
That was from downtown.
It really was. He was far out on that one. McKinney controlling it at the top.
Good man-to-man pressure by the Bears.
Outside to Ferguson, back here to McKinney. He's going to drive inside, split the double team, fire it outside to Ferguson. Over here to Hodges for 3. No good, cleaned up by Caslin. 15-11. Bears up by 4. Price. Waiting for that screen from Luke Laffin. He gets it, he's going to drive around inside, loses it out of bounds. It's going to be Dragons ball.
Bears ball.
No, it is Bears ball. Good catch. I can't see what's happening down here beneath.
You run into the problem that I ran into last night.
Oh, yeah. Inside to Lawson Rice. Turns, shoots for 2.
Assist by Price.
6:51, 17-11. Bears extend the lead to 8. Biggest lead of the game so far. McKinney gets it over to Hodges. Left side now. That's going to be Willis. Back up top now to Kessler. Over to Marr on the left. He's going to drive inside. Puts up 2 off the glass. Caslin throws it over to Luke Laffin, who is fouled hard by Kessler. It's going to be his first, team second. 6:24 left. 2 fouls apiece for these teams. 17-13 as Price comes in here to see what we can do about this. He gets it back off the inbound. Price is going to work down on the right side and gives up the screen. Goes ahead to Luke Laffin. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Up to McKinney for the Dragons on the rebound. McKinney Forward now to number 4, Ferguson, who's checked into this one. Ferguson's going to get it back to McKinney, and he's going to go left side now to Willis. Willis trying to shake Price, can't do it, has to go back up top to McKinney. He's trying to shake Keegan Grubb, can't do it. He's going to step around, turn, fire one up there, no good. Grubb's going to clean it up and get it ahead to Price. Price trying to shake a man at half court. Double team, gets it over to Lawson Rice on the right side. He's going to drive in the paint, put up 2, no good. Rebound, whoop, it's a scrum for it. And Luke Laughing with a heads-up play, goes down with it, calls a timeout. He has seen this officiating crew call a lot of those before, as have I. When you go down, if you're down there for very long, he's just going to call it a walk. So he got his arms around the ball and his hands free to make a little tee here. We got a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here.
That seemed like that was the call of choice last night. I think Brady will agree with me. I don't know how many times walking was called last night.
For a foul?
For the varsity 3-man crew. It happened a lot.
Now, I recognize at least 2 members of this crew from our trip to Russellville. One of them in particular is the one who rung up 3 of those Russellville fans.
Oh, okay.
And that was interesting to call. Here we go, back in the action. 5:35 left to go, 17-13. Bears up by 4. And here we go. Bears ball under their own basket. Inside to Price. Loses it baseline. And they're saying it's going to go Dragons' way. McKinney to bring this one across. Bears not in the press tonight the way they were against Grayson County the other night. Gives it to Marr at the free throw line. He turns and fires one off from the elbow. It goes ahead to Price. And then Willis does a good job to get his hands on it with Price, and it's going to be a jump ball, but it remains Bears with the alternating possession. Luke Laughing tried to signal for a walk on that one. No one was watching. Price brings it back across for the Bears now. 5-12, 17-13 is your score. Price trying to move some people around, can't do it, just takes a 3. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to go Dragons' way. All right, into McKinney. 5:02 left to go, 17-13 Bears. Gets it ahead to Willis. Over to Ferguson. He goes up top. Now back in the corner to McKinney. Gets it down here to Hodges for 3. It's now a 1-point game, 17-16 as Hodges nails a 3. 4:40 left in the second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Services. Ty Price puts up a long 2-pointer.
Good job by Price.
Dragons almost lose it. Get it over to Willis, over to McKinney. To Hodges in the corner for 3 off the rim. Picked up by Ferguson. Put back now by Marr, and that puts the Dragons up to 19-18. Price almost loses it, recovers, goes in the lane, tries to shoot, gets fouled. Who's this one going to be on?
Should be on number 11, Mr. Hodges.
I think so.
I'm thinking. No,
it's not. 23. Who? 24, Jaden Marr. Kelson McKinney. I'm just reading the names in front of me. I'm not really paying much attention, Brady. That's why we got Brady here to keep you straight, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Lawson Rice puts one up off the rim. No good. Cleaned up by the Dragons. Marr passes it all the way down the court to Willis. Gets it in the corner to Hodges for 3, and that puts the Dragons up 21-19, and we've got a timeout.
Coach Dockery, Butler County, full timeout.
We're going to take one as well. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community. And we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bears, from Morgantown Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
love messing with Brady, folks. He likes to push those buttons. I like to push his buttons. 19-21, Bears down by 2 with just over 4 minutes left.
Not trying to rush tonight away, but I will be listening to you guys Friday night. Looking forward to listening, hopefully, to 2 Bears victories at Edmonson County.
Me and Brady going to head over to Edmonson and try to stay out of the action and just where we can call it.
Oh, I may have to get into the action.
I know Brady will. Price drives it all the way down inside for 2. It's going to tie it right back up. 21-all, 3:40 left to go. Willis turns, gives it up to McKinney. McKinney looking to get Hodges back in that corner as Hodges fades over to it. He's open, just inside of 3-point range for 2 for Hodges. We're going to have to get somebody on him.
Yes, sir. Going to have to get a hand in his face.
3:25 now. A little miscommunication by the Bears on defense as Ty Price is going to have to try to put one up off the glass himself. Oh, does not go in. McKinney comes up and gets it on the rebound. He's got it in 3-point space, unguarded for 3. No, it's not in. Luke Laughing grabs it, stumbles on the rebound. Could have got called for a walk, but didn't. Price going to take it for 3, and he shows them how it works as he gets another Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, Bobby Smith, 3-point play. Inside now to Hodges. Back out to Ferguson. He's going to drive inside for 2.
Good ball movement by the Dragons. Good ball game, back and forth.
Price going to drive all the way up. Oh, stutter steps, falls back. His feet slid. They're going to call him for a walk. No points. As Trevor DeWeese and Justin Caslin come in for Luke Laughing, Keegan Grubb, and then it looks like Colton Hudson was in there and I just missed him. But he's back out now. We've got our normal starting 5 in there now. In the corner to number 20, Eli Bishop. He finally gets on the board with 3 to make it 28-24 Greene County. Trevor DeWeese goes up hard in the boards.
Nice
Gets
job
one up there.
Trevor.
DeWeese on the board now. McKinney trying to call somebody out here, looking for somebody in a corner for a 3. Gives it over to Willis. Moves it up top now. Back to McKinney down in the corner to Bishop. Drives inside, gets guarded. Gives it to Willis on the outside. Back up top now to McKinney. Coach Jordan Gilbert getting way out there on the court. Going to get a warning here in a minute, I'm sure, as Marr drives inside. Tries to back Caslin off, puts up off the glass, a layup, no good. Price comes down with it. He stumbles, almost falls out of bounds, gets it inside to Luke Laughing. Price, I don't know if he's wearing different shoes or something tonight, but that's the second time he stumbled that way. And he tries to drive inside, and we've got a foul. It's going to be against Marr, I'm pretty sure. Hodges. I think they were asking for a jump ball there. They aren't going to get it, but that's going to send Price to the line. He'll get a shot at 2.
Greene County's coach trying to debate a little bit, but again, one of those things when you travel out of region, you just kind of
you take what you can get.
You just kind of suck it up, and you do a little bit of work. You work them a little bit, but you realize you're not in your region.
Yep. Price gets set. First shot in this final finish trip of the stripe is up and in the Bears' first trip to the stripe tonight. Greene County, a Region 5 District 18 team. They were playing in the same region as Hart County, who the Bears fell to in the Independence Bank Christmas Classic up in Owensboro, as Price's second shot is up and in.
Price having a big second quarter.
Yes, he is. 6, 10, 12 already for Price in this second quarter.
One of those refs are the same, by the way.
Yeah, we had one of these refs at that regional, or not regional, at the Christmas tournament. I think we've been recognizing him a couple times the past few games.
You struggled at first with his different hairstyle.
Stop it.
You just didn't recognize him. Nothing
Up top
against it.
to Marr for 3 off the front of the rim, bounces off the backboard, comes back down into the hands of Trevor DeWeese. Over to Lawson Rice now. Gives it to Price. He's going to drive up inside, put up 2 off the glass. No good. Cleaned up by McKinney. He throws one way ahead to Willis. finally tracks it down in front of the Bears bench, gives it back to McKinney at the top. Under a minute now in this half of basketball. We are tied at 28. And McKinney trying to find some room here against Trevor DeWeese. I wouldn't want to try to keep up with him. Carson Miller back in here under the boards. And he's not going to let anybody get close to it. Marr goes up against Carson Miller, puts one in. And we got a timeout here with 32 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Greene County, 30-second timeout.
All right, we'll keep it right here as the Bears find themselves down by 2. Coach Dockery going to be looking to do something with this, and with this last, I guess, 20 seconds we've got, and try to at least make it a tie before the half. Probably need to go to tie Price to make that happen.
Quite a few Greene County folk here.
Yeah.
They did. We were talking about that. Made the trip.
They got a long way to go home too, because it is already 8:20 in their time zone.
And I didn't realize we're competing tonight. I guess Kentucky and Georgia tip off at 9 p.m. I thought I heard that on the radio right before I came in.
I don't know. Are you sure they're in a different time zone? We looked it up today. I didn't think they were.
Greene County? If they're east of Glasgow, they should be. But we'll have somebody check on that for us. Lawson Rice almost loses it at baseline, kicks it back inside. Dragons recover. McKinney gets it forward. Carson Miller runs it down, but he loses it out of bounds.
Great job, Carson, getting back. That looked like a sure layup for the Dragons, and Carson Miller stepped in there again.
Heck of a defensive move by him.
Good job.
All right, Brady, what time zone are they in?
Central time zone.
Wow.
They're in slow time, too. McKinney gets it up top now to Marr. They get it back to McKinney with 11 seconds. They're going to be looking to try to slow this down. Bears are all over him. And they call him for a walk with 6 seconds left to go. Bears are going to control it. Lawson Rice is going to be checking this one in at Ty Price in the backcourt. Marr is going to be guarding him full court. He will probably fire this right back off to Lawson Rice. No, he won't. He's going to drive it in. Tries to get it inside to Rice. It is stolen away by McKinney, and it's going to be 30-28 at the half. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
When the unexpected happens and leaves your car bent and broken, let the folks at Final Finish help. They can handle almost any repair, from the family sedan to a tractor trailer. Final Finish also provides ceramic and color coating. Final Finish can make your car look and sound great when going and cheering on the sports programs of Butler County. When the unexpected happens, leave it to Final Finish to make your car like new again. When you have vending needs, you need to call Double E Vending. They're family-owned and locally owned, full-service vending company. They established themselves in 1972 to offer their vending services to the community that they've been serving for over 40 years. Whatever vending service is required, Double E has a full line to cover anything you could want. Give them a call at 270-791-5414 to see how they can service you today. 270-791-5414. Double E Vending wants to thank the community choosing them for their vending needs for the last 40-plus years. Delta Faucet Company of Morgantown knows about teamwork. Our team takes pride in manufacturing the best faucets and plumbing fixtures for one of the world's most recognized and trusted brands. Delta Faucet has a long relationship with Morgantown and Butler County and feels that one of the company's biggest assets is the committed, dedicated workforce from Butler County. Visit DeltaFaucetCompany.com to apply. Delta is proud to support the sports teams and students of Butler County and proud to be located in Morgantown.
Welcome back, folks. Bears down by 2 at the half. We got about 8 minutes left before we tip off this third quarter, which is going to be brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. But before we get there, let's go through some first half stats. Bears led the first quarter 12-10, fell in the fourth quarter 20-16. I got that right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go through some individual stats here for the Greene County Dragons. Jaden Marr, number 12, the lead scorer so far with 9 points in this one. Kelson McKinney with 3. Eli Bishop with 3. Tanner Willis with 6 off of 2 3-pointers. Houston Hodges in the second scoring spot with 7. And then Zach Ferguson has 2, and that's all the scoring for the Dragons. On the foul side of things, Kelson McKinney, Houston Hodges, Cade Kessler, and Blake Houchins each with 1. Kelson McKinney was the only player to go to the stripe in that first half. He's 1 for 2 from the stripe. For the Bears, Ty Price with 16, Lawson Rice with 10, Trevor DeWeese with 2 to round it out to 28. Ty Price earned 12 of those 16 points 12 of those 16 all in the second quarter, including the only trip to the stripe for the Bears, and he's 2 for 2 from the stripe. For fouls, Justin Caslin and Trevor DeWeese each have 1. So not a lot to go over here, Coach. Not necessarily a low-scoring first half, just keeping it pretty clean, which is a lot easier to call.
Yeah, like I said, first quarter was only 1 foul called. Both teams playing man-to-man.
Nobody hit the bonus in the first half.
No, not even close. Both teams doing a good job moving the ball and setting up a half-court offense. Very, very Greene County, especially Greene County, very deliberate, very patient. And if they set their feet and we don't have a hand in their face, they've been knocking down a few threes.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those from Willis and Marr. Both have been getting open for a 3 every now and then. Houston Hodges has even gotten 1. And it's become evident that we're going to need to stick to this man-to-man to keep somebody on them. That 2-3 is going to get spread out too easy, just based on their speed and how easy it is for them to shake us. So the Bears also, I mean, you never want to assume you're holding back a little bit, but we got Edmonson County coming up Friday night. We're not going to put it all on the floor tonight, especially when Greene County is missing their lead scorer, number 23, Hayden Blakeman. We mentioned this in the pregame. I'm going to mention it again, and this is probably something we're going to try to keep up with and keep an eye on throughout the season. Right now, Lawson Rice is 14th in the state for rebounds with 11.1 per game. Ty Price is currently 6th in the state for points. He's scoring 29.8 points per game on average. And then for three-pointers, he is 4th in the state with just under 4 per game. He's at 3.9. If he can stretch that a little bit, we'll be able to see him move up into the top 5 in scoring, and then probably the top 3 in three-point shots if he keeps up like he is right now.
Coach, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good. You're not interrupting me.
I did look it up, and Kentucky is set to tip off against Georgia in 30 minutes, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So
that's a late start for an Eastern game.
It is.
Is this one televised?
I'm sure it is. It'll either be on the SEC network or one of the ESPNs.
That's probably what drives that time there.
But it's pretty amazing what the power of television and how, pretty much college basketball and college football,
both.
It's got to where college football got to where it turned into almost every night or day except Sunday.
Yes, it did.
And again, I know ESPN offers the money and the big bucks, and I'm sure college basketball is the same way.
Oh, yeah. There was was working on campus this season for football. Our very first home football game, we were the first kickoff of the NCAA season, 11 a.m. on week 0, the Saturday before everybody else kicked off. And if you want to talk about trying to get people to a game, try getting all of the freshman students to a game at 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning after Friday was bid day.
Hard to do. Well, that's
hard to do any Saturday, let alone that one.
Like I said, Brady, you said it. So Kentucky and Georgia tip off at 9 p.m. Eastern. Of course, Athens is in well, whether it's in Athens or Lexington, it's Eastern time.
Yeah, you're right.
Think about that. So whether, and again, I know they're all student athletes, but so if you're flying back to whether the game is in Athens or in Lexington, one of those teams is going to fly home tonight.
Yeah, somebody's not going to be in class tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody may not make their 8 a.m. class.
I wouldn't. I'll tell you that. And that'd be if I was teaching it. I wouldn't be at it. 3.5 left to go. We're going to take a quick break before we get into this third quarter. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ. Maybe.
Has your car been damaged by a deer, ditch, or distracted driver? If so, Chad's Record Service and Body Shop can help get your car back on the road. The pros at Chad's are licensed and insured and will work with your insurance company to make your car like new again. Chad's also offers 24-hour record service, so when the unexpected happens, you won't be stranded on the side of the road. Call Chad's for a free estimate at 270-526-4005. And remember to request Chad's the next time you need a tow. The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time. Studel Financial Services in Bowling Green is ready to help you file your taxes this season. Tax season can be a stressful time, but it doesn't have to be. Studel Financial Services is here to provide a hassle and worry-free experience. Their experts have years in the industry and know exactly how to get you the best deal on your return. Michael Elmore is ready to help you take control of your financial future with no risk. To find out more, give him a call at 270-505-5510. They don't just offer tax preparation. They can be your coach with smart investments. The deadline for filing is approaching fast. Don't wait. Give Studel Financial Services a call at 270-438-2611 or stop by their location at 164 Old Porter Pike Road in Bowling Green. For sports teams to succeed, they need good leaders. Point guards and quarterbacks call the right plays to put their teammates in position to score and lead their teams to victory. Kendall Embry at Embry & Watts CPAs wants to be your team leader when it comes to business and personal accounting services. Kendall is ready to call the right plays to keep you compliant with the IRS and keep some of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Tax season is right around the corner, so stop by his office on Main Street in Morgantown today. Looking for something to give you that pick-me-up in the morning? What about a filling dinner? You should head to Hardee's in Morgantown. They have everything you need when it comes to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have fluffy biscuits, crunchy hash browns, mouth-watering burgers, tacos, burritos, fried chicken tenders, ice cream, and many more delicious items. You can have a great dinner before cheering on the sports teams of Butler County. Their friendly and talented staff will make sure your order is fresh and filling. Located on Veterans Way, Hardee's, where the food's the star.
All right, under 20 seconds left before we tip off this third quarter. I guess it's not really a tip-off, but the third quarter will commence. The alternating possession, it will go to Butler County. Oh, correction, I believe it's going to go to Greene County. And Brady's back, so now we can call a game. We had him wait until you return, Brady.
Okay.
Now we said they can play that buzzer and they can get going.
Yeah.
Brady's back.
I let them know that I had to step out, so just to hold the game till I got back.
Like we said, the power of the media in the broadcasting of these games. Greene County's going to get it out into the backcourt to McKinney. McKinney's going to drive it across half-court line, get it ahead to Willis. He goes up top to Hodges. He's got a lane. He's going to drive inside. It quickly closes off, gives it out to McKinney. Back up to Hodges for three from straight away. No good, cleaned up by Caslin. Carson Miller takes a tumble, but he's back in it. 7:37 left to go, 28-30. Bears down by 2. Gives it over to Trevor DeWeese. In for the Bears, you've got Price, Rice, DeWeese, Miller, and Caslin. Price has it deep right side. Fakes the drive inside, gives it to Lawson Rice. They give back to Price. He's at the baseline, gives it to Carson Miller, cutting inside for 2, and this place goes nuts every time that man makes a play.
Assist by Price.
7:10 on the clock. 30-30. Gets it down to Willis for 3. 33-30. As Price is going to bring it back across the timeline to Lawson Rice. He goes outside to Caslin. Caslin up to DeWeese. Steps call. It's going to go Greene County way. 6:50 left to go. 33-30, Greene County. Third quarter is brought to you by Butler County Board of Education, bringing you Butler County sports since we've had them. Yeah, Butler County sports since Butler County sports. McKinney fast ahead to Marr. Left side now to Willis. Gives it up top. Back over to the left side. Tamar drives from about 8 foot. Puts it up for 2.
Basket by who there?
That was Marr, number 12. Price gives it outside to Caslin. Up top to Lawson Rice. Rice gives it over to Price. Deep right side. Takes a 3 and nails it. Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith. 3-point play, 35-33. Bears staying in this one. Marr.
NBA range again.
It really was.
Price.
I don't think he has a limit. Marr puts a shot up. Another 3-pointer. And it looks like we're just going to trade blows here as Price drives inside. Tries to find somebody, gets it back out to Lawson Rice. Fires one down it to Carson Miller. Loses it to Justin Caslin. Timeout, 30 seconds taken by Coach Dockery as Caslin falls with it.
So by Marr, was that a 3 or a 2? On the board, they got him at 37.
That was a 2.
That was a 2.
No,
I thought it was because he was close.
He was very close. I thought it was a 3.
Yep. And the only reason yep.
You know, you talked about Chris Bratcher a little earlier.
Yes, is he here tonight?
He is here tonight being honored as the 4th all-time leading scorer for the Bears.
Yeah, I didn't realize Nick and Brady. I like I said, luckily, thank you, David Clark, who was a longtime statistician. In the 90-91 season, I got it to Peachtree today. Mr. Chris Bratcher put up, there was 6 games where he put up 40 or more points. His career best was 52 points against Bowling Green High.
Up top to Justin Caslin for 3, straight away, no good. Cleaned up by Carson Miller with the putback, no good. Stolen away by McKinney on the rebound, but Miller not letting him go anywhere with it. Gives it ahead and gets it back before he crosses the timeline. And he's going to drive. Sees Carson Miller and thinks twice about it. Goes outside to Marr for 3. Miller tips it. But Greene County player was the last to touch it. It's going to go out of bounds. 5:23 left to go. 37-33. Bears down by 4. And it's Bears basketball. Price being pressed now, which we've come to expect. He's got Marr trying to keep up with him. That's going to take the wind out of Marr's sail. He has to do that the entire rest of the game. Lawson Rice has got it, drives inside, almost loses it off his foot. Gets it back and gives it outside to Trevor DeWeese, over to Justin Caslin. He's deep right side. Goes inside to Lawson Rice. The give to Price. Shaking a man for a screen, not to drive inside, but to take a 3-point shot. That's his second one. 37-36. Bears closing the gap. Marr to McKinney. McKinney, left side to Willis, up top to Kessler. Now over to Hodges up top. Crossed up, has to give it up to McKinney. McKinney calling somebody out. He's got a screen. Trying to drive around, has to give it over to Willis for 3, no good. Lawson Rice gives it ahead to Price, who's wide open in transition. Bears up now, 38-37, and we got a timeout. Is this a full timeout? It is.
Full timeout, yes, sir.
4:20 left in the third quarter, 38-37 Bears. Stay tuned. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Stop by the Green River Feed Mill for all of your supplies and feed needs. They're ready for another season of Butler County High School sports. Get ready to cheer for your Bears and Lady Bears. Their staff is ready to help you find what you need. Stop by their location across from Hometown IGA to see how they can help you today.
Welcome back, 38-37. 4:20 left in the third quarter. We are broadcasting live on YouTube, and you know what? I have forgotten to share this thing on Facebook tonight. Thank you, Brady. We got people watching with us from Greensburg and Greene County.
All right, glad.
Somebody named Jim Rat watching with us, saying thanks for streaming. Thanks for listening, Jim Rat. All right. Back to this one. If I can get it streaming on the Facebook as well.
38-37, Bears lead. Greene County with the ball coming down the floor. Bears picking up in three-quarter court pressure. Greene County across the timeline. Three-point shot up and good. That is by Tanner Willis. Picks up another three. Butler County, Price driving, looks, kicks it out to Rice. Rice driving. Looked like he was fouled, but it was blocked. Greene County in transition. Greene County running shot, no good. Rebound Carson Miller. Scramble for the ball, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Greene County ball. 40-38, Greene County leads. 3:37 left in the third quarter play. We're discussing it again. The officials, we may change it. We changed it. That's not going to make the Greene County bunch happy.
No, this one might get interesting now. What did I miss there? Just a three-point play by Willis?
Yes, sir. Three-point by Willis.
3:30 left to go on the clock. Price going to bring it across the timeline. Gives it ahead to Caslin. Caslin gives it up to DeWeese. They're just playing a little weave here. Gives it back over to Price. Fakes a drive inside. Gets some space for a three. Rims out. Gives it over on the rebound to, who is that? Hodges. McKinney has it now as he brings it across the timeline. He's trying to tell Hodges, make a move, get me a screen or something. And he gets a double screen here. Tries to fire it, skip pass, is stolen away by Justin Caslin. It was intended for Marr. Caslin gets tangled up, shot blocked, and that was by number 20, Eli Bishop. McKinney comes away with it, 2:50 left to go, 40-38, Bears down by 2. McKinney, left side to Hodges, goes over to Willis. He's going to bring it back up to the top of the key, gets it over now to Bishop, back to McKinney. Up top, he's going to drive inside. Fires it into the corner to Marr, who almost loses it, has to give it up to Willis. They're going to go back left side now. He's trying to shake Price. It's a tough game to play. Gives it over now to Marr for three. Off the rim, no good. Into the hands of Price. Stolen away by McKinney, but Price recovers. Price brings it across the timeline, goes up, gives it to Lawson Rice. He drags the defense with him and gets Rice open for two. 2:14 left to go. Tie game, 40-all. Coach Gilbert giving some instructions now. Marr going to run the point for a second here as McKinney drives inside, gives it outside to Willis now. They've got McKinney on the inside. He's going up against Luke Laughing and Trevor DeWeese, and he nails his first points of the half. Price got it for three. I'll tell you what, he must know something because he's now hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 three-pointers in this game to try to improve that average that we talked about. He's fourth in the state for three-pointers for a reason right now, looking to improve to the top three. Marr drives to the left, gives it over to Hodges in the corner. Hodges fires it inside to McKinney, trying to play in the paint. Gives it back outside now to Bishop, who's guarded by Laughing. It goes in. Bishop's first points of the third quarter, 44-43. They're just trading blows back and forth. Price gets across the line. He's going up against Marr, drives all the way to the baseline, puts up two, no good. Luke Laughing with the putback.
Good job by Luke.
That's Luke Laughing's first points of the game. Minute 02 left to go. They get it all the way down now to Bishop. Bishop brings it back up top to McKinney. They're going to slow it down under a minute now. 45-44, Bears up by 1. McKinney calls Willis to the outside for three. Doesn't touch anything, almost goes out of bounds. It is saved by, whoa. I don't know what that was for, but.
It's going to be a reach. Bishop's first foul.
Bishop saves it, runs it back in. Luke Laughing has it, and he just stands behind Luke Laughing, puts his arms around him. Looks like this was intended to get some people off the court, potentially.
Again, Nick Brady, amazing. We're 40 seconds left in the third quarter, and we've had one foul again.
That may have been
they're
the
letting
point.
them play. I mean, it's been a good transition, but they're letting them play underneath. There's a lot of contact, but a lot of fouls are not being called.
Colton Hudson in for the Bears, as is Keegan Grubb. Price, almost loses it. On the right side, backs all the way out, off the rim, no good for three. And it's going to be out of bounds now on Greene County. They're going to say Blake Houchins touched that as he's checked in now. Colton Hudson is going to check this in for the Bears with 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Gets it inside to Price. He's trying to shake Marr. He's going to drive inside instead. Turns again. Fires one up. No good. Rebound by number 4, Zach Ferguson. He comes all the way down now to Hodges for 2. Hodges' first points of the half. 5 seconds left. They get it over to Lawson Rice. Into Luke Laughing. No good. And Lawson Rice still trying to put it back after the buzzer has gone. 46-45. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North. 101.5 South. Brady, you look like you had something to say.
I've got a joke for you.
Go ahead.
And this has nothing to do
with the fact that you have a rim shot button.
It has everything to do with the fact that I have a rim shot button. What does a basketball player do when he loses his eyesight?
Oh, what?
He becomes a ref.
Delta Faucet Company in Morgantown knows about teamwork. Our team takes pride in manufacturing the best faucets and plumbing fixtures for one of the world's most recognized and trusted brands. Delta Faucet has a long relationship with Morgantown and Butler County and feels that one of the company's biggest assets is the committed, dedicated workforce from Butler County. Visit DeltaFaucetCompany.com to apply. Delta is proud to support the sports teams and students of Butler County and proud to be located in Morgantown.
All right, since we're sharing jokes, I got a dad joke for you here. And it's only a dad joke because my oldest son told it to me. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because? Here we go, fourth quarter. 46-45. Okay, thank you. I'll tell my son that's what you thought of his joke. 46-45 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. I know somebody out there liked that joke. You can tell Brady how much tomorrow morning on Out on a Limb.
I'm sure he delivered it better. And
tomorrow's leadership limb, right?
No, tomorrow is Out on a Limb. Jim will be in Thursday.
Yeah.
We had a bird in there this morning. Did you hear about that?
No, I've not heard about this.
I'll show you the recording.
We'll have to get back to this here in a minute. Lawson Rice has it now for the Bears, gets it out to Price. He's guarded by Marr on the outside. He's just going to pull the trigger on that three to start us off in this fourth quarter. No good. 46-45 Bears. It remains, and it goes into the hands of number 5, Houchins. Houchins gives it out now to Ferguson. Over to Hodges, inside to McKinney, who's played this entire game, not had a sit yet. Hodges has it. I don't think he has as well. He's out up top on the left side. Price steals it on the pass. Gives it all the way over to Lawson Rice. He's got numbers. Dunks it. 4-2. 47-46. Bears in the lead. Woo-wee. Bears outscored the Dragons 17-16 in that third quarter. This has been a hard-fought game as Marr can't find any room against number 22, Colton Hudson. McKinney up at the top. Keegan Grubb guarding Houchins here. Trying to keep off a screen. Gets it over to Marr. Marr's going to drive inside and lose it. They're going to call a foul on Price. And Marr's going to get a shot at 2.
Price's first, team's first of the half.
It's a rare foul for Price. He doesn't usually get one. He's going over to have a conversation with Coach Dockery as Marr misses his first shot. And they're going to shake things up a little bit. Houchins is going to take a seat.
Marr's usually shooting 78% from the free throw strike.
Second shot is up, no good. Cleaned up by Price.
Remember, it jinxes them if you say it early, so that's why we do it to them.
Okay, we do it to them and not to us. Is that it?
Exactly.
We've learned if we talk about the percentages, they don't fall. Ty Price. Long two-pointer cleaned up by Rice, given back to Price, and he's got McKinney trying to guard him. He's going to try to drive inside against McKinney. Oh, it goes up. It looked to me like he got fouled, but it went in. Ferguson lays up for 2. First points of the half for Ferguson. 49-48. Bears up by 1 with 6:14 left to go in the game. Price, a long 3, no good. Cleaned up by Keegan Grubb. Gets it out to Lawson Rice. A little 8-foot jumper for 2. 6 minutes now, 48. Dragons, 51 for your Bears. McKinney walks it across the timeline. He's trying to get something set up. Keegan Grubb looking behind him. I'm not going to get screened, he says. Gets it over to Marr, right side. Hodges sticks with Marr. They lose number 20, Bishop. He goes up for three, does not get it. Bears recover, and Price is going to bring it across the timeline. He's met at half court. Calls off the screen, gets it over to Lawson Rice. Fakes a give, back out to Price, drives inside himself, turns, shoots, rolls around, and goes in. Price now with 6 in the fourth quarter, 5:19 left to go, 53-48, Bears lead.
Good job.
I have
Big
Price.
man.
Timeout, Greene County.
I have Rice with 8 on the quarter.
We're going to take a timeout and figure that out. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Jackson Chiropractic is now accepting new patients, offering chiropractic adjustments, dry needling, spinal decompression, and nutritional advice. Dr. Ryan Jackson is here for you, no matter the problem. Jackson Chiropractic now has 2 locations to better serve you. Offices in Bowling Green at Cambridge Square, open 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., and right here in Morgantown behind PBI Bank, open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. To schedule your appointment or to find out more, call 270-288-5017 or visit them on the web at jackson-chiro.com.
Welcome back, everybody. 53-48. Bears up by 5 against the Greene County Dragons with just about 5 left to go. And, Coach, I think Brady might be concussed over here.
Oh, really?
Maybe. We'll have to find out. We'll get him checked out, put him through the protocols. But it is the playoffs, so we know how quickly those protocols get over with. Saw a player leave a game screaming the other night during a wild card matchup in the NFL. Went into the tent, came out, was perfectly fine, given a clean bill of health, got right back in that game. I need that kind of recovery in my life. 53-48, Bears up by 5, 5:16 left to go. Here we go. Marr going to check it into McKinney. McKinney going up against Grubb. Tries to shake him, instead goes around him to Hodges. Hodges fires it up outside now to Marr. Marr turns and gives it to Bishop. Gives it back to Marr. Drives baseline, tries to give it to Hodges. He's well covered. And now they got Bishop open for 3. Off the rim, no good. Cleaned up by, that was Hodges. Dragons control it, gives it outside to Marr. He's backing off. He's thinking about firing one of those Ty Price three-pointers, but he's thinking better of it. They give it inside to McKinney. McKinney goes down inside now to Willis for 3. Rims out. Cleaned up by Marr for 2. His first points of the fourth quarter. And Price is going to take it for the Bears. Gives it to Lawson Rice. He gives it back. Price shoots a 3. No good. They get it ahead now to Marr. Price goes up to block him on the layup. Can't do it as Marr picks up 2. 4:10 left to go. 53-52. Bears down by 1. Price having to rethink the strategy a little bit. Gets a screen. Backs off. Drives inside. Fakes a drive inside, rather. Almost loses it. Gives it over to Lawson Rice up top. Lawson's like, hey, where you want me to put this so you can shoot a 3? Price shakes his head. Lawson Rice is just going to go put it in. It rolls in, rolls out. Marr cleans it up. 53-52, 3:44 left to go. Marr drives all the way down, gives it to Bishop for 3. No good. Keegan Grubb on the rebound, gives it back to Price through Lawson Rice. And here we go. Price is going to slow it down as he crosses the timeline. Try to let the Bears set something up here. Gives it over to Laughing, deep wing on the right. Laughing, trying to come up with what am I going to do here. Gives it ahead to Price. Price got shoved in the back there. He takes a three-pointer and nails it. Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith. Three-point play. Price is now with 6 of those on the day. 56-52, 3:11 left to go.
Greene County should know by now they cannot let him get away like that and get that wide open.
McKinney trying to get somebody to screen Grubb off of him, and nobody will come do it. Has
Price
to give it
is
to
at
Marr.
32 points, if my calculations are correct.
Price must know something. I have to talk to him before every game. All right. Hodges for 3 from straight away. It comes all the way out to Lawson Rice. Slam dunk. by Lawson Rice, unguarded on that deep rebound. Everybody in here holding their breath because they knew what he was about to do. 2:38 left to go, 58-52. Bears stretch the lead out. Down in the corner to Willis. Willis going to bring it right back up top against Price. Shakes him, but gives it to Marr anyway. Over to McKinney now. McKinney gives it back to Marr for three. Marr bumps Keegan Grubb with the shoulder there. Grubb holding his nose. But I think it was just incidental. Refs didn't call it. But Grubb getting checked out now. And Hudson taking the seat. Caslin and DeWeese coming back in. We got our starting five in there. 58-55. Butler County will control with 2:15 left to go.
Ferguson checks in for Marr.
He immediately is given the job of guarding the inbound against Price. Lawson Rice has it, gives it right back to Price. Price almost falls, he recovers, steps back into his favorite spot on the court, drives inside anyway. Puts one up, we got a foul on the floor.
A little too much of a hand check there.
It's gonna be Ferguson, his first.
Team second.
Hard to believe we only had 3 fouls in this half of basketball. We got 2:07 left in the game, 58-55. Lawson Rice stumbles in against McKinney. He's fouled.
McKinney picks up his second.
It's team third. Wasn't on the shot, though, so we're going to keep going here. Price will check it in. I shouldn't have said anything about the foul count. Price has it in the corner now. Shakes Ferguson, drives inside. Turns, shoots, fouled on the shot. Does not go in, so he's going to get a shot at 2. Who was that one on, Coach?
Fouls on Hodges, number 11, his second. Team's fourth.
Ty Price to the line to shoot 2. Shot is up and in. Looking to make this a successful final finish trip to the stripe. As Price gets set for his second shot. In for the Bears, we got Caslin laughing. Rice, DeWeese, and Price. Price goes into that deep breath Zen mode, shoots one, and it's in. He's 4 for 4 on the night from the stripe. McKinney walking this one across. Bears pressing from half court now. Minute 45, 60-55, Bears up by 5. Marr gets it over to Ferguson. Price tries to steal, gives it back to Marr. He drives, a layup, no good, loses it. Almost goes out of bounds, cleaned up by Willis. Drives, gives it to Marr in the corner for 3. No good, cleaned up by Caslin. He's fouled on the rebound by Tanner Willis. It's going to be his first, team 5th. 83 or 87 seconds left in this one. 60-55. We're just under a minute and a half. Bears in the lead by 5. Trying to get it inside, gets it to Price. Dragons in a press now. Gets it out to Caslin on the right. Inside to Price, or to Rice rather. Goes out of bounds on McKinney.
Being the armchair coach here, we're up by 5. There's really no need to take a shot unless it's a layup.
I would say so. Rice gets it over to Price. He turns and shoots. Little 6-foot jumper for 2. It's hard to tell Price not to shoot. McKinney drives all the way inside, and the block shot turns into a foul as McKinney was still in his gather. DeWeese is going to pick up a foul there.
That'll be his second, team second.
The only Bear with 2 right now.
That'll send McKinney to the line for Greene County. They trail by 7.
First shot is up. No good. McKinney not really their free throw shooter.
Time is running out for
Yes,
the Dragons.
it is. Second shot is up, and it's in. All right, here we go. Minute 5. 62-56.
Full court, and they're going to double team Price.
They sure are. Coach Dockery calls a timeout. Or was that the Dragons? Either way, it's a full timeout. We're going to take a break here. 62-56, just under a minute. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Heaving Hatchets Axe Throwing in Beaver Dam is the perfect place to pick up a new hobby. They offer axe throwing, private event rentals, arcade games, and party games, such as darts, pool, and air hockey. Axe throws are only $15 an hour per person, or $10 for a 30-minute session. Check out Heaving Hatchets Axe Throwing on Facebook. Be sure to like and follow. Located behind Beef O'Brady's, and they're open every Friday and Saturday, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
62-56, right at a minute to go.
I've got another joke for you, gentlemen.
Oh, no.
What's the difference between the Miami Heat and a dollar bill?
This is going to be bad. What do you got?
You can still get 4 quarters out of a dollar bill.
Brady, you called it a minute ago, so we got Mr. Price tonight. Right now, he's at 36 or 38?
36.
36. Thank you.
To my count.
That's what I've got, too.
Here we go. Bears are going to check this one in. Gets it ahead to Price. He's barely inside the court, and he's double-teamed in this press. He breaks loose. He's going to drag him all the way down, and he's leaving some men open, drives it all the way down, and it goes out of bounds. Let's see who this is on.
55 seconds. Bears up by 6 with the ball under their basket.
DeWeese gets it into Price. Little jumper from 12 feet for 2. I almost said 3 and it came out 2, so it's a 2.
Points for Ty Price.
64-56. McKinney has it, left wing rather. Fires it out up top. Luke Laughing takes it away. He's going to drive all the way down, puts up off the glass. Oh, man, Lawson Rice tries to rebound that and put it back. He realized he was under the glass already. He tried to throw it back in. Feet came down out of bounds. It's going to be Dragons ball. Greene County going to take a timeout here as they've got the ball to check it in. I think they're probably only going to take a 30. No, a full. All right. 34 seconds left. They're going to take a full timeout. We are too. Keep it right here at 64-56. You're listening to The Q.
Maple Leaf is Morgantown's newest and most advanced dental office, offering specialty services including comprehensive x-ray and exams, implant and composite restoration, extractions, veneers, dentures, crowns, bridges, and routine cleanings for adults and children. The experienced and professional staff at Maple Leaf Dentistry is ready to help you achieve the smile you deserve. You can find their office at 181 Logansport Road next to Hardee's in Morgantown. Maple Leaf accepts most all insurances. If you're currently without insurance, not to worry. They have a membership plan with low rates and 15% annual savings. Find Maple Leaf Dentistry on Facebook or call today, 526-2000.
I've got another one for you,
I
gentlemen.
knew you would. We got 34 seconds left in this game, and we're going to have to bear another basketball joke from Brady Jones.
Brady's on the roll.
What does a Miami Heat fan do when his team has won the NBA Finals?
What?
He turns off his PlayStation.
60. If any Miami Heat fans are listening, I apologize on behalf of the Q. Brady Jones doesn't speak for all of us. 64-56
for most of us.
34 seconds left. McKinney picks it up at three-quarter court. And, fakes a handoff to Maurer. Going to drive all the way up for 2. And McKinney on the board now in the fourth quarter. Price gets double-teamed and fouled. They thought they had him trapped. He moves too much when he's trapped, and it's easy to make that contact.
We're still not in the bonus yet. Roll it back down here.
Yeah. Coach Gilbert was getting a little frustrated at that call, but like you said earlier, it's hard to get a call to go to your way when you're playing out of region. 64-58. 6-point game now.
Tanner Willis picks up his second foul. Team 6. Butler will shoot the 1-and-1 on the next foul.
They get it into Price. They're trying to get him fouled. And he's trapped. Triple team now. Gets it ahead to Lawson Rice. He loses it out of bounds. But he's fouled. Coach Gilbert is just not having it on that call. They burned 7 seconds on that inbound. And Lawson Rice goes in to shoot 1 in the bonus.
Tanner Willis picks up his third for the Dragons. Bears lead 64-58, 15 seconds left on the clock.
Marr getting back in line now. He thought it was a 2-point or he thought Lawson Rice was shooting 2. He's only shooting 1 and 1 here. First shot is in, so he will shoot the second one. I got him for 9 points in this fourth quarter now.
Yes, sir. Price and Rice are the only 2 that have scored for the Bears fourth quarter. That's what I've got.
Rice gets set for his second shot in this final finish trip to the stripe. Rattles around, finds its way in. It's now 66-58. Bears going to come away with this one. 13 seconds left. Three-pointer. Trevor DeWeese cleans it up. He's just trying to hold it here. Gives it to Price, and they're not going to foul him. We got 4 seconds left. They give it to Justin Caslin in front of the bench, and that's going to do it. 66-58 is your final score. Bears win one at home. Before we go to Edmonson County this Friday, stay tuned for the postgame show brought to you by Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam. And we'll be right back. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Hawker Insurance is a proud supporter of our Butler County sports programs. Since our early beginnings in 1926, Hawker Family Insurance has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Our basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the Hawker family difference of quality insurance protection. Give us a call at 526-3851 or stop by our offices at 115 North Main Street here in Morgantown. Go Big Blue.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community, and we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bears, from Morgantown Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. When the unexpected happens and leaves your car bent and broken, let the folks at Final Finish help. They can handle almost any repair, from the family sedan to a tractor trailer. Final Finish also provides ceramic. Final Finish can make your car look and sound great when going and cheering on the sports programs of Butler County. When the unexpected happens, leave it to Final Finish to make your car like new again.
Welcome back, everybody. Bears win 66-58 over the Greene County Dragons. And the second half flew by pretty quick, just as the first half. Bears outscored the Dragons 17-16 in the third quarter, 21-11 in the fourth. And I will say all 21 of those points in the fourth quarter came from 2 players for the Bears, Ty Price and Lawson Rice. But we'll get to them in a minute. Let's talk about the Dragons. Starting with no particular order here, we're going to go with Zach Ferguson, number 4. 1 foul, 4 points on the night, 2 in the first, half 2 in the second. We had Eli Bishop, number 20, with 5 points, a 3-pointer in the second quarter and a basket in the third. We had Kelson McKinney, number 24, with 8 and 2 for 4 from the line tonight. He also had 2 fouls. Then we had number 11, Houston Hodges, with 2 fouls, 9 points, one of those from a 3-point play. Moving into your double-digit scorers now, Tanner Willis, number 3, with 12, 4 3-point plays. They need to get Tanner Willis to shoot more often from range.
Yes, sir.
Number 12, Jaden Marr, was a lead scorer for the Dragons tonight with 20 total points, 0 for 2 from the line, no fouls, and 2 3-point shots. Kelson McKinney really led the offense tonight on the floor, but didn't really show up as much in the scoreline because of how much he was having to go up underneath against Carson Miller, Lawson Rice, and having to fire it either back out or count on somebody to get a putback for him. But heck of a performance by Kelson McKinney tonight. Moving over to the Bears side of the basketball, Carson Miller came in to start this one actually, and then moved in and out off the bench a little bit, picked up 2 in the third quarter, into the night with 2 points, no fouls. Then we had Luke Laughing, number 20, who came in normally a starter, didn't start tonight, but came in after Carson Miller off the bench. He picked up 2 in the third quarter, but was pretty pivotal on the defense most of the night. Trevor DeWeese, also one of our star defensive players, picked up 2 tonight as well, and 2 fouls. Justin Caslin, no points, 1 foul. And then for our lead scorers of the night, it's going to go number 24, Lawson Rice. No fouls, 22 points, 2 for 2 from the line. And you just can't ask for a better performance than this. He scored 8 in the first quarter, 10 in the fourth quarter, and then 2 apiece in the second and third. So Lawson Rice clearly has a little bit of a marathon mentality here. I'm going to start off strong, roll back a little bit, play some defense, get some rebounds, and then turn it back on in that fourth quarter. Ty Price, number 2. 1 foul on the night, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, 38 total points. And he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith, 3-point plays. All 6 of those together are going to be our our Green River Feed Mill plays of the game. And Ty Price is also going to pick up IGA Hometown Player of the Game honors tonight. Bears back in action Friday night. Me and Brady are going to be braving the unfriendly confines of Edmonson County.
Hey.
What?
That's my family.
That's your family?
I come from there.
That explains.
I don't come from there. We come from there.
No, we love Edmonson County and our Edmonson County fans. We love going over there. It's always fun to watch and fun to be there. Much love to Edmonson County. They've got one of the best burger joints in the region over there. Birdie's.
Yeah.
And Birdie's doesn't open back up till February. I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. Somebody needs to tell me where I'm going to eat in Edmonson County.
The Minute Mart.
The Minute Mart is most likely it. Those pizza puffs or something else.
We'll probably carpool out.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
We'll figure that
out. Before we go, I have one more joke.
I knew it.
I have one more joke, gentlemen.
Real quick before you tell it. Tip-off Friday night. It's going to be a doubleheader. Girls will tip off at 6 p.m., boys at 7:30, or whenever the girls' game ends. We will start our broadcast at 5:45. Lord willing, and the creek or the COVID don't rise. Go ahead, Brady.
What do you call 12 millionaires around a TV watching the NBA Finals?
Oh, man. I know. The Miami Heat.
No, the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, man. We're gonna pick on 2 franchises tonight, aren't we? Are you a Pistons fan, Coach?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Good. I'm glad you're not, because I'd hate to think you were offended by something we said on the radio. Folks, if you're watching with us, we want to remind you, make sure you visit some of our sponsors throughout Butler County and Ohio County, Grayson County, Edmonson County. We got sponsors all over the place. State Farm Agent Baker Gardner, Parkway Cars and Tires, Double E Vending, Hardee's of Morgantown, Smith Funeral Home, Butler County Library, Hocker Family Insurance, Emory M. Watts CPA, the Jones Funeral Chapel, Jackson Chiropractic, Warren RECC. Your first quarter and pregame show are brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Delta Faucet has the keys to the game. Second quarter is sponsored by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Third quarter brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. Fourth quarter, as always, is brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Your post-game show is brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam. Basketball three-pointers are brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Bobby Smith. And trips to the stripe are sponsored by Final Finish. I think that's all of them, Brady. Did I miss anybody?
It's bedtime. Let's go.
It is bedtime. If you are staying up to watch or are currently watching the UK-Georgia game, good luck. Get some sleep when it's over. And, folks, we'll see you Friday night. Stay tuned to the Q. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.